Malls are pretty convenient all around the world, but there's no way they're as interesting as the Dubai Mall, which features everything from go-karting and a VR lounge to real dinosaur bones. With over 1,200 stores and 120 restaurants and cafes, the Dubai Mall is the second largest on the planet and features high-end fashion, some of the cheapest gold in the world, and even an aircraft simulator. From amusement park rides to views of the Burj Khalifa, here's what it's like shopping in paradise. Located in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates, the Dubai Mall is one of the most impressive shopping centers in the entire world. And that might be because there is plenty to do there that has nothing to do with shopping, like hitting up the aquarium or even an amusement park. The mall is part of a $20 billion downtown complex developed by Mar Properties. Construction began in 2004, and the mall finally opened on the 4th of November 2008. It was the world's second largest mall opening ever, with about 1,000 retailers setting up shop. Now the mall has more than 1,200 stores and 120 cafes and restaurants, with a total retail floor area of 502,000 square meters, 5.4 million square feet, and 1.2 million square meters, 13 million square feet in total size. The Dubai Mall is still one of the world's largest and most profitable commercial buildings. In January 2017, Forbes even recognized Dubai Mall as one of the top shopping malls in Dubai, and there is a lot of competition. The mall also has something else going for it besides size: location. It's located right beside the world-famous Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, which cost $1.5 billion and was also built by Mar Properties, and the iconic $218 million Dubai Fountain, the world's largest choreographed fountain. The mall also sits on the edge of a 30-acre man-made lake. The giant Apple store nearby boasts the best spot to get a view of the lake, the mall, and the Burj Khalifa, but you'll have to wait in a long line to get a peek. Despite finishing construction more than a decade ago, the mall is still attracting millions of visitors. By 2014, there were over 80 million visitors annually, and it has continued to pull even higher numbers since. The mall's number of yearly visitors surpasses even some of the biggest tourist attractions, like Times Square at 50 million and Central Park at 38 million. Before we get to all the out-of-this-world entertainment offered by the mall, we've got to have a look at the stores. The Dubai Mall has sections where similar stores are grouped together. The most luxurious section is Fashion Avenue, which opened in 2018 and is meant to look like you're shopping in New York City. The high fashion section of the mall features brands like Alexander McQueen, Valentino, Gucci, Chanel, Hermes, Cartier, and many more. This glamorous expansion has white marble floors and walls as well as sparkling chandeliers. The average consumer at these stores can easily spend $5,000 per visit and only walk out with a couple of items. Despite catering to only the wealthy, stores like Burberry have seen a steady increase in profit, with their gross revenue increasing from approximately $1 billion to $2.5 billion in the last decade. Though shoppers who can't afford the luxury can't always window shop, since these stores often set up extravagant displays. Another section of the Dubai Mall that you can't miss is the souk. This is where the Arab culture is really put on display. There are about 200 small stores that offer Arab clothing brands, jewelry, accessories, and tons of unique handmade items and crafts. But the most gorgeous section of the mall is probably the village. This part of the mall is a mini neighborhood that attempts to capture the atmosphere of a street and transport it right into the middle of the shopping center. The casual clothing stores here have stone exteriors, and the street is lined with cafes and restaurants. The mall also had 120 different jewelers who sell gold up to 18 carats. Dubai has a very popular gold market that ends up being about 15% cheaper than elsewhere in the world. 1 gram of 18 karat gold costs about US $48, which is similar to the US price, but the difference is that the jeweler doesn't have to pay import taxes on their gold. A quick stop for a gold souvenir is one of the mall's most popular tourist attractions. There might be tons of shopping options, but not everyone who visits the Dubai Mall is there for the stores. Of all its many activities, the mall's most famous one is the Dubai Aquarium and Underwater Zoo, which sold an impressive 61,000 tickets at almost $40 a piece on its first 5 days after opening. The aquarium, located on the second floor of the mall, showcases more than 300 species of marine animals, including sharks and stingrays. It's complete with a 270-degree tunnel for an immersive walk through the deep sea. It also has the world's largest aquarium viewing panel and a 2.65 million gallon tank. Even without paying entry, you can take in one of their giant tanks and catch some pretty large sea creatures going about their business. For guests who want to catch a show, the mall also has a real cinema with 22 screens, or you can check out the Dubai Opera. Those who want to spend their time a little more actively can check out the Olympic-sized Dubai ice rink, where you can rent some skates and spend a few hours gliding around the rink, or catch the Emirates Ice Hockey League in a game. The mall also features a go-karting experience called a Kart Zabil, where you can drive electric go-karts around a challenging course. There's also the Emirates A380 experience, an A380 aircraft simulator that lets you control the world's largest passenger aircraft around real cities and landmarks. A trainer will help you learn the ropes of flying your own simulated aircraft, and before you know it, you'll be taking off and landing like a pro. Seriously, is there anything this mall doesn't have? Well, there is one part of the mall that was drastically changed in 2017, and that's the amusement park. Originally, the 76,000 square foot, 7,060 square meter indoor amusement park had 15 rides and an array of activities like motion simulators and classic carnival games. The park also had a laser maze, as well as some bumper cars and a soft play area for smaller children. It was licensed by Sega, but when that licensing ran out, they had to make some changes. In 2018, it reopened as a virtual reality theme park called VR Park Dubai, featuring all kinds of games with bikes, planes, cars, mazes, you name it. There are a few other games located around the mall for you to partake in. There's Hysteria, a haunted house with terrifying special effects. The story of the house revolves around a family whose child disappeared and they think you're the one behind it. Whatever guests brave the house are subjected to a terrifying experience at the hands of these angry relatives. If haunted houses aren't your speed, then there's also Kidzania, an interactive children's entertainment and educational theme park. No judgment if